Lech Lecha has a certain theme that runs through it. In fact, it kicks off the next parasha and a half, and that is tests and challenges, specifically Avram Avinu's 10 tests. The question is, what are they doing? What are they achieving? Why is it only Avram has 10 tests? See if we can get a bit of a feel. And by the way, there's a machlokes in the Mefarshim. What are Avram's 10 tests? Do you count, for example, him being thrown in the fire by Nimrod, even though it's not explicit in the Psukim? The Rambam doesn't count that, even though he talks about it elsewhere in Mishnah Torah. Rashi does count that. Rabbeinu Yonah counts that. Like, how do you figure out what's supposed to be in there? Two ideas as follows. Firstly, Nefesh Chaim writes, Rav Dessler also writes it, page 11 in Chelek Aleph Michtam that the 10 tests of Avram Avinu were not just him expanding himself and becoming greater. They actually placed the DNA of the Jewish people. In other words, our propensity, our sensitivity towards Chesed and Mesiras Nefesh, and even Eretz Yisrael, are because Avram embedded that into our genes because of his 10 tests. That is number one. Number two, Josh Haran and Moran Avuchim, others ask, what's the point of the test? Generally, what's the point of the test? Hashem knows what we can achieve. They say two things. Number one, a test brings out someone's potential. You can't get rewarded fully for something until you've done it. Number two, a test is a benchmark. It shows other people what you can achieve. Nisayan test is Nes, it's a flag. It shows other people, it raises the bar, it raises the standard. Finally, the Malbim writes in Parshas Toldos, Perek Kavav, that the reason Avram had a test as opposed to anyone else, or 10 tests, as opposed to others, not that the other of us lived easy lives, but still, he says the reason why Avram had those 10 tests is because Avram came to Hashem by himself. In others, his own philosophy, his own workings. There's a danger if you come to it by yourself, you worship your concept of Hashem instead of who Hashem really is. And therefore, each test brought Avram away from what he thought was true to a level of truth which is above and Hashem, etc. Emunah Shlema.